Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything. Once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drangleic. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Like a moth drawn to a flame. Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
Welcome to Dark Souls 2. Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to our brand new series on the channel, Return to Drangleic. I cannot wait for this. This is my favorite Souls game. Now, I'm sure a lot of you just clicked off, but for those of you who are still here, I'll be sure to explain why I love this game so much. But honestly, I'm just excited to be starting another playthrough because I haven't really played any of the Souls games since high school. Elden Ring has kind of always been my game in college. That and um, sports games. But back when I was in high school, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, very much my favorite games at that time. And Dark Souls 2 always stood out to me. So having just finished the Dark Souls 1 playthrough, I thought it would make the most sense if we hopped straight into our Dark Souls 2 playthrough. Like I said, I haven't played this game in probably somewhere between 3 to 4 years at this point. But I'm really looking forward to it. I will say that. Only because I think Dark Souls 2 has a lot of creativity that you cannot find in the other Souls games when it comes to build variety. So, really interested to see what I end up going with, and also really curious on what weapon I'm going to want to use, because there's a lot of different options that we have for this playthrough.
The face.
But at least right now, we just got to talk to these old ladies and get our class set up, because...
It's an undead.
Oh, Lordy. Lord knows we're going to need some starting equipment. I have nothing on me right now. I got some sacks of powder and a good head on my shoulders, and that's it.
You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
Talking about the lady that sent me down the wormhole? Yeah, she was great. She was really nice.
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes. You'll become one of them. Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed. What is your name?
Oh, that's a good question. What are we going to do, guys? Here's the question. Do we make the Papa bloodline continue? Like Papa, Papa Jr., Papa whatever? Or do we make a new character? No, I'm thinking we do a new character. As much as I love Papa, I think it makes sense to do a new character. I'm thinking... Well, we just did a guy for Dark Souls 1, so it makes sense to do a girl for Dark Souls 2. What should we name her, though? Popette? Popette? Popette. Popette. Popette? 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 Is that... Should we do Popette? Is that good? Pepette? Popette? Elden Pop. I don't know how I misspelled Papa. Popette. Yeah, there you go. So we'll do a girl for this playthrough, and then for Dark Souls 3, I'll probably just do a guy. Just makes the most sense to me.
At least you know your own name.
I've struggled with coming up with names for characters before, honestly.
Yes,
That one came to me kind of quickly. Not usually that easy.
It's a human effigy.
A goodie bag. Thank you.
Take a closer look.
My ice just fell in my fridge. I don't know if y'all heard that.
What do you think it's supposed to be?
I don't know, G. It looks...
Deep into your past.
It looks like that one humanity from Dark Souls 1, Steve.
Yes.
Or Steven, whatever I named him.
It's an effigy of you.
Looks like that guy. Does not look like me. I have hands and arms. Alright, so let's... I guess let's go body first. Let's do all this, and then we'll decide on what gender we want. Or what class we want. I don't know, some regular... I'm gonna make her muscular, though. We're going ripped today. Face, advanced settings. Oh, there's so much. Okay, what do we want to do? I'm gonna hit them. What are those people? Doesn't tell us. Dark Souls 2 does not tell you where they're from. Dreads. I've always liked that haircut. That haircut's alright. And dreads. Is this dreads? Braids? I don't... Someone please explain hairstyles to me down in the comments below. Don't know too much about it. Let's go... Should we go light blue or should we go purple for the hair? Let's go purple. Because I'm kind of, or should we go blue? Because I'm thinking a magic build, a battle mage. Because Dark Souls 1 magic is okay. Dark Souls 3 magic, in my opinion, is ass. Dark Souls 2 magic is a pretty fun way to play the game, so trying to decide if we want to do it like that or not. The last time I played a magic build was a pure sorcerer. That would have been like one of my first playthroughs. I don't even know if I don't even know if I've ever finished a sorcerer playthrough. I usually, in this game, I usually just get to a power stance, either strength or dex. But you know what? I'm thinking we do the purple, or yeah, that, and then let me try and figure out something like that, and then that's a little too pink. Yeah, right there works. Um, eyebrows, those look fine. That's insane. Um, yeah, sure, I guess. Same color eyebrows, sure. We're cool like that. Eye color, I always kind of like to do funny eyes. Like I said, we're doing battle mage, so I'm thinking maybe something a little celestial, maybe a blue. That's insane for a blue. No, we'll do the ice white. I think that works out really well. Could do a tattoo. Guess I can't place it. Never mind. I thought I could at least place it somewhere, unless it's in advanced settings. See if there's anyone here that looks good. Why does Dark Souls like to give you the scariest looking people on the planet? Yeah, okay, so this one gives you a little more. Let's do a tattoo, because we're doing a mage. Let's put it like right there. Can I put it on the neck? No, you can't. Then no thank you. I thought I could do something with it there, but doesn't really seem like I can. Age, young, hormones. Does woman just make me really round? Usually that's what the Souls game slider does for some reason. Yes, it does. Yeah, somewhere like right there looks nice. Form emphasis, that's fine. Color, that's fine. Alright, so that looks like it works. Battle Mage, I think we just go Sorcerer straight up. It has the best intelligence. Excuse me, has the best intelligence, got a good attunement stat, doesn't have much adaptability, but we can change that. So, I'm taking a look at it now, and I think that's what we'll go with. Gift, I'm gonna do the petrified something, see if I get any cool items for us. But yeah, I think that'll be, this is our girl, guys.
All
W.
people come
Big
here
W
for
going
the
on.
same reason, to break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
Well, you never know.
See, they're a fun book club, though. Like, we would hang out with the old ladies. They're chilling. They're cool. We like the old ladies.
Hold on to your souls.
I'll do my best.
To keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You'll lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
They're gonna be hella surprised when I beat the entire game with the ladle. I'm not, but it'd be a fun challenge to try at some point. All right. Well, this works out. Dun dun dun. Make a way upstairs. Is that salt? No, that's milk. Okay. So let's see what we got. Character creator didn't take too long, only about 10-15 minutes. So hopefully we'll be able to get a decent amount of blah 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 blah. I need to stop stumbling over my words. Hopefully going forward, we'll be able to make a decent amount of progress in this episode. I don't like when the episodes are only I don't like when the episodes are only character creation or setup. I do like when we're able to get a little bit of progress going. So usually I would just run through the tutorial, and honestly I'm gonna run through the tutorial. But it's free souls, why not? So let's get the souls from these guys and also go unlock, what's their name, Pickle Pea and Pumperump. Because like I said, I want to see if I get anything from this petrified something. I know the chances aren't super high for it to be great, but you know, there's always the chance we get something like the white ring, or which is like quite, I guess not really that valuable, but it's just cool to have. But I guess everybody, when it comes to petrified somethings, you're either looking for most people, you're either looking for the Chandler's Trident, or you're gonna try and get chunks. And I will take either, because you don't find the Stone Lady until a minute into the game, and any kind of upgrade material I can have early, I will take, because we need to have, or we will need to upgrade both magic whilst at the same time upgrading our weapon. And I don't know at this point what weapon that's going to be yet. So it'll be very interesting to see. There's a couple items I want. I just do not know where any of them are. Like I know there's one. What am I trying to say? There is one staff I really want. I forget what it's called though, and I don't remember where to get it. But I know what it looks like, and if I see it, I'll know it. You give us smooth. Yes, silky. All right. What are you guys gonna give me for this? All right. Titanite slab. Ho ho ho. I would say thank you for that, honestly, but Dark Souls 2, the slabs are not too hard to come by. It's kind of funny. Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 both make slabs kind of difficult, but I remember getting a slab in this game relatively early on. Though maybe I have my Dark Souls games mixed up. Happens to me sometimes. I forget what happens in what, especially 1 and 2, because with 3 you have a certain graphical upgrade to kind of make it stand out in your mind. Dark Souls 1 and 2 kind of blend together sometimes when it comes to areas. So when I'm thinking about certain item placements, or if a gameplay mechanic is in one game or the other, sometimes I get a little confused. But then there's the other things that are a little more, stand out between the two games. For example, life gems in this game. I don't think anyone's getting that confused as a Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 3 mechanic. And I will always argue in the defense of life gems. I do enjoy them. While I think that you should not be able to buy like 99 and carry them on your person, I do enjoy having another form of healing besides the Estus. The Estus is great, don't get me wrong. I like Estus. It's Sunny D in the bottle. I love it. But at the same time, there's just moments where the life gems, steady but slow, it's strategy-wise makes more sense.
Who are you?
What's up, my friend?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door. I packed my tools in here, seeing it was vacant. But now somebody's gone and locked the door. I'm a blacksmith. Bring me that key.
Chop chop. Alright, so if I do remember correctly, the old lady has his stuff. I'm gonna be activating the Champions Covenant just because I've played this game before, so let's make this a little interesting by me wanting to kill myself every other minute. And Champions Covenant is the best way to make you hate your life very quickly. Um, but I think it'll be good because Dark Souls is meant to be hard. A Homeward Bone, and I don't have any Awe Stones, but I will enter the Covenant. Yeah. Let me go on the arduous path. I know what that means, but your boy ain't a bitch. And it doesn't matter if everything's harder. I will overcome the problems. So, as we make our way around, I'm really trying to consider how I want to progress. Because we have Hyde's Tower of Flame, and we have the, whatchamacallit, the Force of the Giants. And when it comes to both of those, I would really like to get them done pretty quickly, but I think the best way to do it is Giants. You do the Force of the Giants all the way to the Pursuer fight, but you don't go to the Lost Bastille, and then you do Hyde's all the way through No Man's Wharf, and then you go to the Bastille that way. I think at that point you're ready for the Bastille. But if you just go Force of the Giants, I think you get there a little too early.
Oh, sorry, I could read.
Do you have anything I actually need to know? So, real fast, before we keep going, let me... Dagger... Magic Staff, Dagger. I don't think I can power stance these daggers, but... Yeah, right, you just... I do not have enough to power stance them, unfortunately. Though... Potentially in the future, who knows? So... Make our way up here. I know we have a... Titanite shard in here. Don't mind me, I'm just robbing you. Don't mind me at all. So hopefully he doesn't seem to mind that, but at the same time, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. I did not take your valuable. I know you just said you're kind of poor, but like, it's all right. So let us see. We got our Champions Covenant going. We have 12 life gems. Let's talk to the maiden, because I do want to get my Estus flask and then give her the shard, get 2 flasks instead of the 5, which I know in the last series I was talking about how Dark Souls 2 Dark Souls allow you to have like 15 up to 20 Estus in certain places. It's a bit crazy. It's a bit much, I'd have to say.
Go on and see. He who made King Vendrick.
I like that guy, I think, maybe.
Bearer of... For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls.
Sounds great.
You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid.
Well, I like how she's just like, your soul is weak. Alright. So, rest, go over to her. I'm pretty sure I don't have enough to level up, but I probably will have enough to...
Is that a shot? Here,
not that, what was I saying? I have the shard, so I can at least upgrade the flask. Alright, so we have a couple things we need to do in terms of strategy. But right now, honestly, the best thing we can do is get our feet under us and get moving. So, it is time to make our way down into the Force of the Giants. Righty then. Rusted coin. Which I forget what that does. I think it's just I think it boosts luck or discovery. Definitely does one of the two. I just cannot remember which one. Epic. So let's wait for this to open. I have not. I have not equipped that. So let's do that. Bang. So now, hotbar's set up and we are ready. Let us see. Let us see. Oh, oh, don't fall off. Do not fall off, puppet. Human effigy. And then... Oh, that was a little close. That was a little close. So, homeward bone. Can't make that jump back, so... Just makes more sense to push forward. I do like playing a mage for the main reason of... or I should say, I wanted to do a battle mage. I enjoy playing mages because I think magic just looks cool. But, oh, you, how come you jumped out now, but not earlier? Because I think that if we pair magic with something like, I forget their names. There are these guys in Medusa's Fun Tower, whatever her name is, and their spears are intelligence-based spears. So I'm kind of hoping that we can get those guys as weapons. If not, I have a couple backups in terms of just like, you know, the basic idea of what's the term? Just, you know, infusing a weapon. We can always just do that, but I would prefer a weapon that naturally does magic damage or scales off intelligence. A, because I want a cool, unique weapon like that. I just don't want to. I don't just want to use a spear, a normal generic spear with, magic scaling on it. Like, that's cool and all, but is it really like cool and all? It doesn't really feel like it. So get this bonfire here, and we have enough to go back and level up, but I'm gonna push through and at least start to get some more souls, because while the amount I have now is enough for a level, I would really prefer if I could go with a couple. I've never been the biggest fan of how you've had to go to a maiden these last couple games, or Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 1, I think, had it really well with just doing it at the bonfire. I know we probably wanted some like Demon Souls vibes, but I don't know. It just it feels very. It almost feels like a step back in terms of game design. It feels like, I don't know. I feel like that convenience should not have been taken away. Because it really doesn't do anything besides make it to where you have more of a reason to go back to the hub. But the NPC quest lines half the time that revolve in the HUD are, like, I don't know. It's always just felt like a step back to me. I'm fine having like the blacksmith in the hub, but that makes a lot of sense because you're forced to go back to the blacksmith. And Dark Souls 2 does that, and Demon Souls does that, and Dark Souls 3 does that. But Dark Souls 1 puts them in a completely different location, which like makes a little bit of sense, but I think that Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 can accomplish the exact same thing that they're trying to accomplish by making it to where you can level up at fires, but if you want to do equipment upgrades, you have to do it at the HUD or the hub. I think that accomplishes the exact same idea as just oops. I think that accomplishes the exact same idea as having your levels be tied to a firekeeper. Don't get me wrong, I do love the Firekeepers. I think that they're fun characters and they're very fun to talk to. More the Dark Souls 3 Firekeeper above anyone else. Like, I can always ride for the Herald, but she doesn't exactly have the most flowering personality a lot of the times, so ouch. There's just certain things like that where... Oh, well, let's get out of that. There are just certain things like that where I do see the value in using the Firekeeper method for upgrades and all that, but At the same time, it does feel a little weird because the undead's power in Dark Souls 1 at least kind of just seems to come from the bonfire, not from any one person's power. It seems like the Firekeeper in the first game only really keeps the fire and does the Estus. So, I don't know. It's a very minor complaint, but it's always felt like a little bit of something that I don't know if I would have done. But I'm also not Miyazaki, so I don't really... My opinion here really does not matter. I am perfectly fine with how the game is, but sometimes I'm just like, I would like to just be able to quickly upgrade at a bonfire and not have to worry about, or not even have to worry, but not have to take the extra 5-10 seconds to teleport all the way over there. And it's not really an issue now with how good load times were, but like back in the day, you know, it took a minute to make certain things happen, and it took even longer to get through load screens. So I'm sure we can all attest to some long load screens in our days. I'm looking at you, Fallout 4. So let's get him. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, nothing to it. But now what I'm thinking is we need to make our way up to the old lady who sells whatchamacallit, the life gems, because you talk to her, she moves back, you get an infinite supply. It's fantastic. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get him, because there's a weird gank coming up, and I will say, I know a lot of people do not like Dark Souls 2 because they say it's very ganky, and while I do agree in some senses, I do not agree in every sense, because I think a lot of enemies, like in this case, is very spammy. To me, it makes sense that like a barracks room is gonna have a bunch of zombies in it. Like, no one's surprised in like The Last of Us, for example, if you go into an abandoned subway room and there's a bunch of zombies, because like, yeah, it's probably where they're gonna be. So I will say, it doesn't really bother me too much. It makes some sense, but that's this example. Some other times in this game, there are some very egregious enemy placements. I'm looking at you, Old Iron Keep. So I will say, if the Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin enemy placement has ever been the reason that you don't like this game, like if that is the reason, then I will say that you might really prefer to play the original, not the Scholar of the First Sin version, because there is a big difference in the enemy placement between Scholar of the First Sin and the first just release of the game, the original. So if you are having issues with Dark Souls 2, you still want to get into it, but you're just like, the enemy placement really is that thing that's doing it in for me, go back, try to play the original Dark Souls 2. Not everything is updated in the same way, but at the same time, I will also say that what am I saying? It's a little bit better in that user experience category, I'd say. So for a lot of people, I know that's been the solution for getting into Dark Souls 2, was just not playing Scholar of the First Sin edition. I broke the dagger like an actual idiot. But at the same time, I will say there is a certain fun that I get from the amount of enemies in Dark Souls 2. Even when I'm playing, like, because I know some of y'all might be quick to say, oh, but you're playing range, so, like, fuck you, your opinion is trash. And, like, I can accept that and come to terms with, like, melee players not really wanting to hear from someone who's playing a mage. But at the same time, I will say that even when I was playing, like, Power Stance Ultra Great Swords, it kind of feels good to just have a lot of enemies to chop through. And sure, while it can get ganky at times, it's really only ganky the first like time you're experiencing the game. Once you've gotten enemy placement like understood, you know where they're all going to be coming from, and you're aware of that, it becomes a lot less bad. But I don't think While Dark Souls has always had an element of once you learn, it becomes easier. I don't think is exactly what Miyazaki wanted, and I think it's at certain times like that where the Dark Souls 2 team did miss the mark. But as we'll get into with other things in this game, there's just a lot more here that I really love than I do dislike. Okay, can I afford anything? Straight sword, hand axe, club, literally nothing here that I want. Um, that's kind of a cool thing. I've always enjoyed the little monocular like hat. I'll get the key and I'll wait on the gems for now. But let's talk to her so she'll leave because, or she won't leave until we do the pursuer, or maybe it's the last giant. I can't remember when exactly she leaves. But you have to at least exhaust her dialogue for it even to be an option. Otherwise, she won't even go, no matter what you do.
Drangleic's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long ago. And the
She was like, I was a kid back in
like
the day.
battles would never end. Poor folk like myself have nary a place to sleep.
Oh. It's actually, like, I had that on, might have sounded like
Me things
fake,
right
but
with
genuinely,
me.
like, that sucks.
You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own.
I mean, I look human, but I'm honestly kind of like a weird zombie human that eats people. Or eats the weird souls of humans, so don't even worry about it.
But you know what they also say? It's high time.
There we go. So that's her dialogue saying that it's time to go. So she'll be at Majula once we, I think, kill the last giant. I want to say that is the difference maker. So let's upgrade, give the key to this blacksmith, and at this point, Majula will be pretty open for us whenever we need anything. There's Seek Less. So we're going to level that adaptability first. I think it's 15 or so to feel and to get normal rolls. I am so sorry. I smacked the left trigger on accident like a dunce. So hopefully, I'll double check I'll look it up. I'll look up what the adaptability has to be to, or agility has to be equal to a Dark Souls 1 roll.
Chop chop.
So, we will see. Limgrass. I'm gonna steal your shit too. Short bow.
Ah yes, very good.
You're welcome.
Now I can get to work.
Hey.
But first, let me set up. Ah yes, now, but first,
Alright, so he's heading off. I think let's head back to did he move? Is he in there? Can I upgrade? Honestly don't think I even have enough to do upgrades. That's a cool armor combo, honestly. Okay, so let's make our way back to the Forest of the Fallen Giants. I don't know how far we can necessarily get. I don't know if we'll get to the last giant in this playthrough today. But I do think we can at least blow that door open, or at least try to. I don't always have the best luck when it comes to doing that. So let us see. Hello. Hit you with the 1, hit you with the 2, run up at you. 2, 3. Alrighty. So we got a shiny over here, as well as a guy who's gonna get up. I don't... Like, he always wants to pretend like he's not, and then he does, so... Oh. Oh, well. Stop it. Alright, see, there's a little gank for us. Alright, can't open that yet. No key. We got the fire down there. Salamanders, are they around here? They should be around here somewhere. Right. There's a guy here who stood up. I always forget about him. Does not open from this side, so we gotta make our way up and around all the way in order to get that, but I wonder if that's... No, the shortcut the fire shortcut is the better shortcut. Or not the better shortcut. That's the one that technically, I guess you could say, comes first. I could not dodge out of that. No stamina. Drink. Alrighty then. So, who's over here? We have a couple options for people we can get over here. Oh. Oh, that's bad. That is quite not the good. Okay, guys, so welcome to Dark Souls 2. Oh, I have no weapon in my hand. Okay. So the strategy is out. Okay, Dark Souls hitbox. Youch. Okay. Oh goodness. He just wanted to swing his axe, I guess. He didn't get the opportunity to dig it into my body, so he said, "Fuck it. This 2x4 is good enough for me." Drat. So now we're jerky, which is a little bit unfortunate, but you know, nothing in this life comes easy. Hey. Well, part 2 of the fuck up just occurred. This is where I wish I had a better weapon. Ooh. I'm assuming blacksmith guy sells weapons. They always do. Let us see. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Ay, Dios mío. Alright. Let's try this again. Okay. There we go. And now it's your turn. Alright. See, luckily the undead soldiers really aren't that bad. Well, I mean, this guy, come on. Hey, I got the backstab there. I'll take that. You haven't been giving me much today, game, but you gave me that backstab, so I will humbly accept. Humbly and graciously. Love a good staggered attack. Nope, nope. And then... oh, bonk. Not that time, buddy. Good fight, but not that time. So let's pop a life gem. Alright. Oh, thank God. Alright, so... oh, there's so much red here. Torch. I will take that. I humbly accept the torch. That's another way up. I did not expect you to come down. What hit me? Oh, I got arrowed. Stop it, guys. Alright. Took him out. Giving me a fucking arrow to the ass. Alright, that's the death way. Took another arrow to the ass. I'm not doing too hot right now. Okay. Life gem for our troubles and climb the ladder. Da 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 da. Alright, we can go that way or we can go this way, and I'm feeling this way. Fuck you. Alright, So now that made my life a little bit easier. Not the easiest thing ever, but easier. Oh, I almost missed that. I almost missed that jump. That was very spooky, and it really shouldn't have been. It's not the hardest jump to make. So, fall down here. Is there anything behind us? No. Alright. Yeah, that's the ball of doom. Human effigy. Do multiple balls come down? No. Okay. Who even rolled that? It's obviously not you, so I do wonder why there's a rolling ball just happening. Infantry helm. Amber herb, however you want to pronounce it. Herb. Alright, how are we doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just daydreaming, I think. My name is Kale.
What's up, Kale?
I'm a traveler, like yourself. I'm navigating the continent to create a map.
Respect the grind.
Why cartography, you ask? Well,
I'm
that's a
green.
good question. When I first came to this forsaken land, it was...
I think he's a little high. He's not remembering. He's not remembering too well. Hey, buddy, I need you to walk a straight line for me. Can you walk this plank of wood here?
But I do know
Oh, Lord.
one thing for certain. I have always been very fond of maps.
I enjoy map too. I play GeoGuessr.
I came to this land some time ago.
I do enjoy maps as well.
Drangleic, the Lost Kingdom.
Ooh.
It sounded so romantic.
What
Have you seen
what
the
sounds
tree?
romantic about that?
Well,
Just
there's a rather spacious mansion there.
mm-hmm.
I've made it my temporary home. Well, as something of a squatter, I'm afraid.
I don't think anyone's judging you in these times, my friend.
Inside the mansion, I found a strange map, like none I'd ever seen. I believe that it's a map of Drangleic. Now I'm traveling the land to prove it.
In this
Yes.
dirt pile?
Yes, wait. Then what? I don't seem to recall.
You are either suffering from amnesia or you drank a
You're
little
looking
too
for that
much.
map. Wonderful. Then you're fascinated by maps, just like me.
Like I said, I play GeoGuessr.
Shame on you. You should have told me before. Here, take this.
Ooh,
What a joy to meet a king.
ooh.
Incredible, really. Oh, I would not venture deep into the
This
mansion.
is new dialogue. My fault, my fault.
Now, I can't be certain, but I've heard disturbing noises. Something about it feels wrong. Just be careful, please. I'll be back, perhaps.
Alright, we'll have a good talk about maps when you make it back. Alright, big W there. We got the key. I forget what's down in the basement. I just remember there being skeletons down there. But I do remember there being the map too, so... Maybe are there skeletons in the map room? I do forget. I'm no better than our cartographer friend. Oh, well, never mind. I gotta fall over here. Alrighty then. So, we managed up. Hey, can you guys stop shooting at me every time? I have literally done nothing to make anyone mad at me, and yet here I am. Hey, buddy. Well, that's not what I wanted you to do. I want you to swing your weapon. Yeah. Unfortunately, he does not have a sense of what is blowing uppin' and what is not blowing uppin'. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, well. Goodbye. Can you even climb back up here? I don't even know if he could if he wanted to. Alright, buddy. Run over. Can throw it. Come on. Well, all that did was... Fuck you. Hey. What? 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 Did my thing got blocked? What'd I get blocked by? He was doing like a shield strike. Did that shield strike block my dagger? Excuse me, Dark Souls? Excuse me? Someone want to explain to me what that was? I'll hear you out. I'd love to know. God dang it. And my health keeps getting smaller. None of this is helping your boy out. And also the Champions Covenant is not helping either. I'm realizing, I'm like, why do these guys take like 5 dagger hits? Like 5 heavy dagger hits. And I'm like, oh wait, no, it's because I activated Danger Hard mode. Which, not regretting. I mean, I'm regretting it a little bit. But, I do think that overall it's going to make the game a little more fun. Like I said, I played this game a lot back in high school, so while I may not remember and I'll probably get jump scared more than once, I do at least feel that I have a good sense of how to deal with the enemies once I know what enemies I'm dealing with. But that was with the strength build. This is a battle mage, so let's see if the strategies differ and how much they do. Because I've played a mage before, and the strategy for maging is a lot different than the strategy. Motherfucker, set that log. Alright, have fun with that. Bonk. Oh, okay. Guess that doesn't count. There you go. I was about to say, but it apparently doesn't matter. Well. Okay. Alright. See, I'm just more worried that one of these guys are gonna throw. Okay. Well, you know, I was worried about the guy like throwing a firebomb at me. But well, now I can throw a firebomb myself. Well, while I probably should have expected that, I thought I'd be out of the range of it. Oh, you did. No, you're different. Here, buddy. I was like, I'm not hitting you. That is all you. Alrighty. What's up here again? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm not. I saw a big nightman run up on me. I said, I don't know if I want to deal with that. Yeah. Oh, no, this is not. Uh-oh. We're gonna turn around and run away. Yep. I tried it. I tried it. My heal was not fast enough. I probably should have life gemmed. Ugh. We're not ending this episode yet. I'm not dying without reclaiming those souls. So, let's go at least do that. So, I'm gonna hit him. That was almost kind of crazy impressive. Come on. Why are you not firebombing him now, you idiot? Really? What did that magic like bonk off of? That makes no sense. Alright. Nope, could not backstab him there. This shield guy is getting on my nerves. I swear, there's like 2 times I feel like I should have killed him where it just did not happen because of extenuating circumstances. Excuse me, Ironclad. I need you to come hit this so I don't have to deal with you. Hey, buddy. Up. Come on. Well, I didn't expect it to work in that way because he went on the vertical, but, you know, I'm also not complaining about it necessarily. Alright, you over there. Hey, you're the first problem. I dodged into the firebomb. Wow. 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 Okay. 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 Love that I'm not running right now. Love that. Oh, cool. Cool. So they can just, they'll just fall down. Look, man, we don't need to do this. We can all just go our own way. Alright, backstab you. So that makes my life a good amount easier. Except now I have this guy running at me, and that's pretty scary. So take care of him. And now we're good. Thank Christ the Almighty. Yeesh, man. That ran me thin right there. Whew. 2,000. Repair powder. And an Estus flash shard. Holy shit. I did not know there was one up there. Holy moly. I don't know. I probably didn't know there was one up there because I'm always too afraid to go up there because the pursuer's up there. But damn. I guess not. So that worked out. Let's head back, finish up with some upgrades and Estus upgrades to what's her name? Is she doing the thing? Aw, look at that. Look at that. I don't think anyone can hate on that. Move. I'm trying to look at her. Look at that. That's baller behavior. She's so powerful. She can just sit here and twiddle her feet. It doesn't matter. What's up? You look relaxed. Can you at least help? See, I feel bad, like, fixing her, like, ruining her fantastic, her chill. So, you see, guys, I don't want to ruin her vibe. She seems to be enjoying the vibe, just kicking out. So, I'm not going to ask her to do my upgrades. We'll do that in the next episode, where hopefully when I reload the game, she'll be doing something else, so I don't feel bad about interrupting her relaxation time. But for now, I just want to say thank you all so much for watching this Dark Souls 2 video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit that like button. It lets me know that the videos are good. And if you want to see more like this and you want to be notified right when I upload, please hit the subscribe icon and hit that bell icon while you are down there. So, thank you all so much for watching this Return to Lordran series. I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.